Hello, Master.
Hi, thank you for having me on your show.
Thank you for
I'm just going to try and
coming.
keep my smile for the whole
Okay. Yes, this is Asia Smiles, and so I want to ask you a couple questions about marketing.
Oh, nice.
So we are here in Kenya, and if you were in Kenya and you were just starting out in marketing, how would you go about doing that here in this location?
Oh, well, I don't think it will change, based on location, because everything's online marketing and we can market just with a laptop, any product, any service from anywhere, all the same. So I don't think anything will change. Yeah. But I don't know what is it that you are specializing in marketing, because what we do is mostly Facebook marketing. Yeah.
Facebook marketing. Okay. So I do email marketing. I do social media marketing and YouTube marketing. So I guess it would be about the same. I guess my question would be, like, in a place like this where you may not have electricity, you may not have certain things, how would you kind of get yourself out there in that regard if you don't have the certain tools that you would need just starting out?
I think we would just wait for the internet to work or sit in the corner of the land until we get signal and make the post. No, I think it would be fine. Yeah, I think it works fine. I don't see there's been any trouble. Last night, I didn't tell these guys, I watched the live boxing. It was on 4K. I watched the whole thing, no problem.
Wow.
Yeah, live. Yeah, so I don't think there's a problem actually. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll market the same, still make millions of dollars, and still change people's lives, yeah.
Okay. Can you talk to me about so you talk about marketing, how do you reach the people that you're looking to attract? Like, if you're really trying to niche down.
Yeah, I think I always say, first of all, if you've got a product or a service, try to broaden it as much as possible.
Okay.
Sometimes they try to niche down the product, so it's for a specific type of person. I always say, no, make it as broad as possible and do the targeting in the marketing instead. When you do the targeting in the marketing, what I see the biggest mistake that people make is when they're placing a Facebook ad or whatever ad they're placing, they're trying to target the whole world, right?
Right.
Because they're thinking, okay, yeah, if I'm going to sell a yoga mat, then spirituality, third eye, health, protein shakes, they think everything related to anything mildly health, But there's going to be millions of people who like protein shakes who don't want anything to do with yoga, But people start targeting that, and that's why a lot of people, they start wasting a lot of money on it. Cost per lead goes through the roof, and it's not profitable. So that's why a lot of people give up. And then people say that it's because there's too much competition.
Right.
Oh yeah, there's too many companies trying to market to the people and not enough audience. No, there's billions of people on the planet. Facebook marketing works, YouTube marketing works, Instagram marketing works. It's you need to know how to make it work, So I think that is very important. But whenever we do marketing, I always talk about the 3 phases. I say the first phase is the testing phase. The testing phase, you'll be a little bit broader than ideal, and your cost per lead is going to be a little bit higher. But when you do that, what are we doing? Well, first of all, we're trying to get as many people to get onto our page or website as possible. And the moment they get onto our website, obviously we'll have a pixel there, so that they'll have the pixel audience on Facebook. So it'll track. So now we're building up kind of like a database for Facebook of knowing who likes our product or service. Now, so that's the first phase. You might get a few sales, but often not, because there's a learning phase for marketing. So maybe in the first week, you're not going to get anything and you're just going to be paying money. But that's valuable money, because that's for us to know who's actually interested, who's our demographic. Then the second phase, I always talk about the retargeting phase, meaning that we're no longer going to guess our demographic and say, oh, I think it's going to be in Kenya or wherever, right? So instead, we're just retargeting the people who clicked in the first time, because they say that people need to see things 7 to 14 times before they actually interact or buy something. So you just keep bombarding the same audience who clicked on it the first time with the thing, and you will get a couple of sales through. The moment you get a few sales through, what happens is on your checkout page, on your thank you page. So usually we have our sales page, our checkout page, our thank you page. On our thank you page, we'll put another pixel. Now, pixel will be linked to another audience. And our third audience is the most valuable audience of all, because these are not people who are just interested in your thing. These are not people who thought about buying your thing. These are people who actually bought your thing.
Right.
So then the third phase is this is the $1 million phase, because what we're doing now is we're just saying to Facebook or YouTube or whoever, we're saying, hey, I don't know the demographic. I don't know what age, I don't know male or female, I don't know what interest, I don't know, and I don't need to know, because you know. Because Facebook has more information on us than we know about us, right?
True.
So the third phase being lookalikes, we just take the third pixel, which is the most valuable pixel audience, and then we'll ask Facebook to target every single person in the whole wide world that look alike this demographic. And so that's when they start churning in, sales. And I think sometimes people think that, Facebook's just trying to take your money to pay for ads. No, Facebook wants you to make money. Because if they target the right people for you, you will continue to pay them. We pay Facebook thousands of dollars every single month for the past, 8, 9 years. So they love us, so they'll continue to try and target the right people for us. Yeah.
So you talk about sales. How important is marketing and sales pairing together?
Well, without the marketing, you're not going to get the people to sell to. So I think one is visibility, and then the other one is the conversion. So they both work hand in hand. Yeah.
So if somebody is nervous about sales, what advice would you give to them?
Well, first of all, sales can be learned. If you're nervous about anything, you have doubt or fear, then just go learn it, go practice it, repeat it, and then it'll become second nature, right? Just like I used to be a shy kid in school, So in the same way, you just repeat, you just keep doing. But actually, I think it's nice that you teach marketing, because what I see is in today's digital marketing world is even if you're not so good at selling, let's say one-to-one closing, you're not so good at closing the deal, you're not so good at asking for people's card details and making the transaction, and you feel a little bit bad about it, you don't want to be the sleazy salesperson, that type of thing. I think digital marketing is a very good thing for them to learn, because it's opened up a whole new world where you don't have to pick up the phone to do a one-to-one conversation with someone to close a lead. You can think of something, or even learn a sales template or sales script. Write a sales copy in email copy, or a landing page copy. And you are just paying a little bit of money per ad that goes out every day. And you're letting the emails do the work. You're letting the landing page do the work. You never need to pick up the phone, and you can still make millions of dollars. So, I think for the people who really are really against sales, obviously I would recommend, yes, learn it, be good at it, because it's communication. We got to be good at it. But if you're really, really against it, I think learning digital marketing is a good thing, because you can also be financially free without needing to pick up the phone or ever having that conversation.
That's good. Now, you talked about communication, and I don't know that people know how important communication is with marketing and how close it pairs together. Can you talk a little bit more about that?
Well, marketing, we need to think of, we always talk about the conversion funnel, the sales funnel. We're building relationship. Essentially, if you want somebody to buy your product off you or your service off you, you are wanting the best relationship possible, like friend to friend, right? My friend always speaks about this. He always says that people used to always think, oh, is my business B2B or is my business B2C? But what he talks about, he says that actually now it's not like that. Now we live in a world where businesses are H to H. It's heart to heart. It's human to human.
I like that.
Because, all you need to look at is the biggest brands out there right now. You look at Apple. People queue up for the iPhone 16. They queue up overnight. They're pitching tent and camping outside, waiting for the iPhone 16 when they haven't even got the full specs yet.
True.
So are they really buying the phone? They're not buying the phone. No. They're buying the branding. They're buying the vision. They're buying the relationship and the communication that's been given. And same thing with Tesla as well. Tesla, Cybertruck got sold out within seconds, and it's crazy though, because nobody actually drove it before. Nobody test drive. Nobody, So It's like, wait there a second. So why are all these people going to test drive cars when they don't even need to know anything about it, but they'll still buy it? But it's because they bought into the brand. And what is the brand? The brand is the relationship that has been created from the brand to the consumers. And so that is all through communication. We always say in sales that people buy from people they know, they like, they trust. How do you build the know, like, and trust? You have to become friends with these people, right? So when you talk about communication, it's everything. Marketing is communication, you know? So what is that effective communication? I think sometimes people think, oh, I'm not good at sales, or I'm not good at marketing. Right? Are you good at being a friend? I think if they start asking that, right? Like when your friend's in need, or when your friend wants a chat, are you good at chatting to them? Right? So if you've ever chatted to your friend before and made them feel better, then okay, great, you'll be a great marketer. The problem is that a lot of people, when they do marketing, they're trying to bring in all this poetic stuff. I always see people write these taglines, you know, and then it's like with these big fancy words, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, what do you actually mean? It looks very poetic, you know, it's like Shakespeare wrote it or something. But I'm like, no, just speak what's on people's heads, you know. A great mentor of mine said many years ago, he said, if you want to sell well, imagine everybody that walks around the street, right? They have a signboard on their head, and on that signboard, it screams out their pain, their thoughts. I wish I had more money. You know, I wish I didn't need to go to work every day. I wish I had more time with my family. Right? I wish I could be in better health. I wish, and some lazy, because a lot of lazy thoughts out there. I wish I could eat what I like to eat and lose weight at the same time. Right? So this is what people are screaming out. If on your ad copies, on your email copies, on your marketing copies, you are speaking that language, now you're a friend speaking to a friend, not a Shakespeare trying to present a, you know? So I think the best form of communication is what everybody is naturally just good at, you know? And when you apply that in the right systems, like what you teach, it's the best way, you know?